All right, welcome to the episode on how to pour the concrete in your beautiful underground stream pond. Of course, I make these videos so people around the nation can, get the opportunity to install a fantastic design uh, formulation for designing a pond. Of course, most of my material is copyrighted and some of it is patent pending, but this is just basics of how to pour the concrete, or at least how I pour the concrete to make life easy when pouring concrete into the pond. Well, as you can see, you're looking at those blocks that I set on the ground. Basically, those blocks are very convenient. You cut them up and then you just keep them handy, and basically you can use them to pour your concrete. As you can see, in some areas the level of the ground goes up. Now, I don't use no rocks whatsoever on my form. The reason why is because when you leave the rocks there, you get chances for the concrete drying around the rocks and shrinking around the rocks, and those are basic ways so you can lose your water. What you want to do is you want to put in a solid form, a solid base. After you do the solid base, then you put in the rock decorations, etc., etc., etc. With the pond, if it's a system like this, you really don't have to make the concrete too thick because, again, like I said in the previous videos, you're not really holding that much weight. So basically, I'm looking to do a 2-inch base, 2-inch base, because that's going to shrink to about an inch, okay, give or take. So what I'm going to be using here, the reason why I got these 2x4s here is because these 2x4s are practically almost 1 inch, almost 2 inch. But they're very convenient because, as you can see, you could walk on them. So basically, when you're pouring the concrete, now take a look at this area right here. This is like a little elevation right here. You can see the wood elevating up right here. It elevates up and it goes down in that direction, right? I use the ground for all the forms for the pond, elevations, holes, and etc., etc., etc. So when you put the 2x4 on top of that elevation, you got yourself the 2 inch that you want. In this case, the size of the dimension of the 2x4. So what happens is that you can actually walk on top of these things while you pouring the concrete. Those are one of the benefits. You can walk on them. So as you walk on them, you find yourself a really flat one that's not on a little hill like this one right here. And then you take a bucket and you pour the concrete, and you pour it like so. You pour it like so on top of the blocks and everything else in between the blocks. And then you take your trowel and you smooth it along the blocks. Okay, you get to a section where you can stop right here, right? And then what you do is you remove the block, throw it to the side, and then you pour concrete in that spot and you move it along. And this way you basically can level your concrete from here to here, and you know that you got your 2-inch level. And that's it. And then you just keep doing that, and you keep removing it and keep removing it, and then you can take your time and just basically just go along the entire path of the water flow of the stream until you get done. Now, what I like to do is that I like to do one pour on my surface base. One pour only. Because why? Because you're looking at temperatures. When you mix concrete, the concrete inherits the temperature of the day. So that gets locked into your formula of concrete. And then what you have is that you have all these different temperatures. Like when you pour a different temperature concrete, that's how you get cracks and all kinds of things on your, all kind of cracks and beyond the rebar and the vibration and stuff like that. That's how you get your cracks. Okay? So what I like to do is that I like to take one day to prepare everything that I could possibly prepare to pour my concrete, and then I do one pour. And then I put one pour in the entire surface. This way, I lock in my formula for the day, and then I'm done. And then I come back a few days later and remove the forms, and that's it. You're done. All right? This is MannyOceans at www.mannyoceans.com. How to build a beautiful pond. And you can also go to my social network, Ponds and People, at romancingthewaves.com. That's www.romancingthewaves.com. You can join the generation of high-tech technologies where we are the few of the best who is pursuing life beyond this star and beyond this earth, to the moon, to Mars, to Venus. And this is one thing that you need to really learn, is how to manage water. So this is MannyOceans. See you in the next one. Remember to give me a call or go to my website. My phone number is on my website. Go to www.mannyoceans.com. Thank you.